Tonight at 10, the city of Lake Mills says goodbye to a hero, how the community is remembering Chris Truman. And giving back in his honor, donations to the Truman family and the fire department. Find out how you can help.
This is News 3 at 10.
Fallen Lake Mills Fire Captain Chris Truman has been laid to rest tonight after a weekend filled with tributes in his honor. Rose Schmidt is here to show us how his friends and family are hoping he's remembered.
Today, they spoke of his infectious laugh, his contagious passion for the fire service, and his willingness to do whatever was necessary to help someone in need.
It's a day filled with listening.
It's amazing that his life could be honored in this way.
Honoring.
Not only, the sacrifice that brought us all here.
And remembering Captain Chris Truman of the Lake Mills Fire Department.
He was much more than just, a firefighter.
Captain Truman was off duty New Year's Eve when he stopped on the side of the Beltline to help a woman whose car had spun out of control. He was hit by a car and died.
No doubt in my mind that had he survived this, that he would have done it again without question. That's just who he was.
Knowledge of his sacrifice is what's getting Police Chief Mick Selk through this week.
I was honored to know him. I was honored to be his friend.
Chief Selk spoke about that honor during the services for Captain Truman on Sunday at Lake Mills High School.
Chris's life was filled with joy. He laughed. He'd be very upset with all what we did today because it was far too much as far as he was concerned, I'm sure.
The most powerful moment came in the form of echoes throughout the service and the police scanner.
Dispatch to Lake Mills Fire Department Captain Chris Truman.
Final page is always moving when you hear that name called and knowing that there's going to be no response.
Dispatch clear with no response from Lake Mills Fire Department Captain Chris Truman. Chris, the members of the Lake Mills Fire Department and the citizens of the communities that you served bid you farewell and thank you for your 15 years of unselfish service and dedication.
While he can't respond verbally, his memory is serving as a reminder of a different kind to those who knew him best.
I honor Chris by going to step up my game in life, and I'm going to be a better EMT myself.
I truly believe the best way to honor Captain Truman is by being a good person and helping out those around you.
After losing his selfless colleague and friend, Chief Selk is finding comfort in a letter his 11-year-old son Barrett wrote to him, and is hoping others listening will find comfort too.
Dad, I know that you're in pain, and so am I. It's sad, I know, but we can all get through this as a team. We will all remember Chris Truman as a caring, loving, gentle, and helpful hero.
Police Chief Selk is asking you to pay it forward and do a good deed for someone else. And he says that is the best way to honor Captain Truman's memory.
Definitely a good way to keep his memory alive. Thank you, Rose. As the community says goodbye to Captain Truman, they're also helping the family he leaves behind. Our Madeline O'Neill has more from Lake Mills.
We love it here.
You can find a lot of heart in this Lake Mills community.
Everybody pitches in and helps out when there's an unfortunate situation like this.
And in a small town,
I run into people I know all the time here.
you'll spot a grocery store.
How are you today?
At the center of it all.
$5.59.
Here at the Lake Mills Market, it's about more than picking up groceries. It's about having the chance to give back.
You want to donate for Captain Chris? Yeah, do 10.
Hearing about Fire Captain Chris Truman's death after being hit by a car on the Beltline New Year's Eve made Lake Mills residents' hearts drop.
Oh, how terribly tragic and awful.
Hard to imagine the pain they're feeling.
Truman was a common face in this store.
We get to know a lot of people.
And across the community.
I think at first I was shocked.
Less shocking was the knowledge Truman died trying to help a woman who crashed her car.
And I don't think anybody would be surprised at that. He wanted to help everybody, so I think that's another reason people are stepping up.
Stepping up by donating to a fundraiser for Truman's loved ones at the end of their shopping trips.
Do you want to donate for Captain Chris? Yeah, $5.
For the majority of shoppers,
I mean, it's an easy sell.
Without hesitation, it's a yes.
Good 80%, 90%.
In just a day and a half, store owner Mitch Eveland says they've raised more than $3,000.
You have a great day, ma'am.
Something that also doesn't surprise him.
No, our community is pretty tight-knit.
Or really anyone else in the city.
No, not at all here.
Not really. This community is pretty giving.
That doesn't shock me at all. Small communities like this hold together when tragedies happen.
It's that strength of heart.
Compassion and love that's shown by the people in Lake Mills.
The community knows we'll keep going.
In a few weeks, when all of this goes away, I think Lake Mills is a type of town that's going to stick with the family long term.
In Lake Mills,
I think it'll go on and on.
Madeline O'Neill, WISC News 3.
The Lake Mills Market plans to keep the fundraiser going for at least a couple more weeks. The money will go through the Lake Mills Fire Department to Amber Turfel, Truman's fiance and family. The Lake Mills Culverts is also holding a fundraiser on Tuesday. Another mild day ahead. Dana has your soggy first alert forecast. Dana?
It's starting to already get just a little soggy outside. We do have a little bit of rain starting to fall here in Madison. We have a little wintry mix to the northwest. But we're all expecting to see rain overnight and for your Monday. Downtown right now is nice and quiet. Again, you may see a few raindrops. Today we had a high of 37 degrees. It was still above average, but it's going to be even warmer tomorrow. Now, our Doppler track has really picked up just in the last few hours to the central and northern portion of the state. Right now we are seeing light snow and flurries, but the rain is starting to enter through Dubuque into Grant County. And again, we are seeing some speckly shower spots for us in Dane County right now with that freezing drizzle kind of towards Sauk City. Just a bit of a mix in that direction as well. But we are going to all transition over to rain, and the rain will stay with us. We're currently at 35 in Madison, 37 in Janesville, currently about 32 in the Dells, so a little cooler up north, of course, where they're seeing a light snowfall. But we have a warm front crossing overhead that's going to help our temperatures climb. On top of the rain and the warmer air moving in, it's also going to be very windy. Right now, our wind speeds about 13 miles per hour in Madison, 21 in Mineral Point, with our gusts getting up to 30 miles per hour, certainly possible overnight and for tomorrow afternoon. So keep that in mind with your plans tomorrow. You'll need the umbrella, but it's also going to be a little windy outside. High temperatures, not close to record breaking, but still looking at 50 degrees for us in Madison. The rest of the week doesn't look anything like your Monday, but we'll take a closer look at that full forecast in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Dana. Police say a Rock County resident's Facebook account was hacked and used to issue threats against government buildings and officials. The Janesville Police Department investigated the threats and found them not credible. The account was hacked from somewhere in Iowa. Those responsible posted the Facebook profile owner's name, address, and phone number along with those threats. In northern Wisconsin tonight, the search for a missing man continues into its second week. 23-year-old Randy Driscoll of Mosney was last seen Christmas Eve, just days before his daughter turned 4 months old. Dozens of volunteers searched along the Mosney Dam for signs this weekend. According to police, Randy's jacket was found near the dam along a trail, and he left his ID and his cell phone at home on the kitchen table. His family says it's unusual for him to just take off. Organizers say the search will continue in the weeks ahead. A Cottage Grove man was killed in a traffic accident in Harrison County, Texas on Friday. The grieving family created a GoFundMe account to help his children and expecting wife who are here in Cottage Grove. Now the family is letting us know who he was and the legacy he leaves behind. Chris Bloomberg has the story.
Should I do this one? I thought you did.
In just about a month, Everlyn Onoko is expecting a gift.
We have a second daughter coming February 4th. I think she might be coming sooner now.
Surrounded by friends and family, this Saturday was supposed to be a celebration of new life.
There was supposed to be a baby shower.
Instead, it was a time of grieving. A day after she, her daughter, and stepdaughter experienced an immense loss.
I couldn't believe it. I think I'm still in shock because he was just here.
A dedicated husband and father, Alan Onoko, died in a tragic accident.
He is just people that see the best in everyone. Alan just had everything nice to say about everyone, and he was kind, easy to forgive, and he always used to say life is too short, forgive and laugh and love.
His compassion and caring was known amongst those who were closest to him.
He was a powerful impact in my life, and I carry those memories, all the positivity he brought and all the energy and light. So I will hold him tight and hope that he never he never have to go.
In the wake of his loss is not just a grieving family, but also a financial burden.
As a tradition, we have to get him to Kenya, where he was born and raised. His parents would like some of his remains to be buried in his land, and usually that's a huge expense.
So now this February, Onoka won't be celebrating just one life, but two.
I named our first daughter. This time round, he was gonna name her.
Separated in life, but connected always, in spirit.
I cannot wait to share the beautiful memories I've had with my husband with her and explain to her the kind of man he was.
I'm Chris Lundberg, WISC News 3.
Money raised by the GoFundMe will go towards funeral arrangements and supporting the family. A link can be found at channel3000.com. A popular figure in Madison's restaurant community has died. Jeff Stanley, founder of Doty's Dumplings Dowry, died last night, according to the restaurant's Facebook page. The restaurant has been known for its burgers since opening in 1969. The Facebook post says Stanley will always be cherished, loved, and remembered. It's the end of a political era in Wisconsin. Tomorrow, Governor-elect Tony Evers will be sworn in as the 46th governor of Wisconsin, replacing Governor Scott Walker. The inauguration ceremony will start at 11:30 tomorrow morning at the state capitol. Lieutenant Governor-elect Mandela Barnes will also be inaugurated. Doors to the capitol will open at 10 a.m. Anyone attending must have a ticket. It will be busy downtown, so expect some delays if you have plans in the area. We will have full coverage tomorrow on News 3 and on our website, channel3000.com. Coming up, if you think this winter has seemed warmer, you're right. But all that rain, while the ground is frozen, could be causing issues for our lakes down the line. Details when we come back. Welcome back. The drug industry is starting the new year by hiking the prices of hundreds of prescription medications despite pressure from President Trump. A group that tracks drug costs says about 60 companies increased the price of almost 300 medications. The price of insulin, a life-saving drug for diabetes, tripled between 2002 and 2013. Thad Schumacher, a pharmacist in Fitchburg, says expensive prices often lead to people rationing their medication.
They won't take their medication as directed. And this is not only an insulin, it's any of the high dollar medications. They'll ration it to every other day or maybe every 3 days.
Schumacher says this makes the medicine ineffective and it's unhealthy. Since 2008, 3 top manufacturers raised the list price of insulin at least 10 times. Now, all this rain in the winter means we could see more blue-green algae this summer. The Clean Lakes Alliance says these warmer temperatures, less snow, and more rain can be problematic for the lakes. The ground is frozen, so any rain that comes down can't soak into the soil, and instead it washes right into the lakes.
That runoff is going to take nutrient with it. It's going to take phosphorus, and that actually feeds the cyanobacteria bloom or blue-green algae that we see in the summer. So we're almost fertilizing the lake ahead of time, predicting that anything that could happen in the summer could be worse.
Adam Soderson says we don't usually see that much runoff in the winter. This means we will have to double our efforts in the spring and the summer to make sure rainwater is redirected, keeping it on land instead of letting it wash right into the lake. And I know that in the forecast we have more rain ahead.
We certainly do, Amanda. Quite a bit of rain on the way actually for us tonight and for most of your Monday. Just plan on having the umbrella on hand. Overall, it's going to be pretty mild for your Monday temperature-wise. Temperatures are going to warm up quite a bit, but there is going to be a lot of rain coming through over the next 24 hours. By the middle of the week, we get a clearing sky. The cooler air does return for us. It's not going to be nearly as mild as what we're going to see for tomorrow. Now, in central and northern Wisconsin, they're seeing light snowfall right now. The rain showers, as you can see, lifting right into southern Wisconsin right now. We do have just north of Madison some snowfall right now, maybe a little bit of a mix for us following towards Sauk County, but overall everyone will be transitioning to rain just in the next 2 hours or so, and we will see rain for all of Monday as the system continues to lift northeast. A warm front is going to pass overhead first. That warm front helps our temperatures tomorrow climb quite a bit. We'll be close to 50 for our highs for your Monday, and then a cold front trails behind, and that cools us down for the middle of the week. Quite a drop at our temperatures from Monday till Tuesday, and then we'll drop again as we get closer to Wednesday. But overall, just plan on this moisture throughout the state. Again, the very northern edge of the state may stay just snowfall throughout the next 24 hours, but most of the area is going to transition to all rain. All of that slides throughout your Monday, and by Monday night, we're looking at a partly cloudy sky for us. So a little closer look to what we're seeing. Again, right now, that freezing line between snow and rain is really mixing for us. It's just draped right through the area, but by the time we get to midnight, we're all under rain. Through tomorrow morning for your morning commute, do plan on a rainy commute. Any moisture on the roads always makes things just a little more slick, and of course traffic goes a little slower, so give yourself a little extra time on the roads if you can for your Monday commute. Throughout the afternoon, we'll watch our rain slowly taper from west to east, and the showers pull away late Monday in the evening. We'll stay mostly cloudy throughout the evening and then become partly cloudy overnight. Early Tuesday morning, we have the slight chance to maybe see a few flurries, but it's really not much of a chance for us right now. Of course, the focus, most of this moisture coming through just in the next 24 hours or so. Overall, precip totals will be highest to the northeast corner of the state. Madison looking at just over 3/4 of an inch of accumulation. So it is quite a significant rain event coming through. We may have some heavier rainfall at times, but overall just expecting some steady showers. It's going to be a little windy, 15 to 25 miles per hour overnight. Tomorrow afternoon, we may see wind gusts up to 30 miles per hour. So plan ahead. It's going to be rainy. It's going to be mild with our temperatures close to 50, but it also could be just a little gusty for us tomorrow afternoon with those fronts coming on through. Overall, temperatures through the rest of the week are a very different picture. We're not going to hop back up to the 50s. Tuesday, we get a little bit of sunshine. Again, a slight chance for some flurries early in the morning. Still breezy for us for Tuesday and Wednesday. Temperatures will become a little more seasonal by Wednesday and Thursday. Our next system is planning to come through for us us late Friday and into Saturday, and temperatures for us next weekend are going to stay cool as well. So Amanda, it looks like our January thaw is finally starting to wrap up for us. We'll end it tomorrow and then start to go back to winter.
Yeah, and remind us that it is winter.
Yes.
It's been hard to realize, hey, we're getting close to 50, but we are in winter.
Yes, we are.
All right, thank you so much, Dana. The Badgers back to their winning ways. Highlights from Penn State. That's coming up next in sports.
Well, the Badgers were not about to make it 3 losses in a row, especially at Penn State. That's a team they've beat 10 times consecutively. The Nittany Lions without their head coach, Pat Chambers, though, he was suspended for 1 game for shoving a player. First half highlights here. Khalil Iverson, the pass to Ethan Happ for the one-hander. Badgers up by double digits early on. Later, Brad Davison in the corner there for the 3. Davison showing a lot of heart today. Check this out, the effort to match here. Gets his own rebound, dribbles it out, goes behind the arc, and then just casually decides to pull up for 3. 14.7 rebounds for Davison. In the second, Dimitri Trice to Happ for the lay-in. He led the team with 22 points tonight. By the way, he was 2 for 2 from the free throw line as well, 100%. Trice back on track too, going for 3. 41-23 Badgers. Wisconsin wins 71-52. They're now 3-1 in the Big Ten. They will host Purdue on Friday, but for now, head coach Greg Gard happy with his team's efforts, especially on the defensive side of the ball.
I think some of our defense led to some baskets. We were able to get out and push the pace a little bit and made some good decisions. And when you get the ball to go in off a layup or in transition, that, inspires some confidence. But I thought defensively we did a really good job for the most part. Very few mistakes that were made. And really, collectively, we're together. We covered for each other really well. When there were breakdowns, we rotated, we took charges, we plugged gaps up. And obviously it helps when you make shots. That's, goes without saying. That inspires and infiltrates through your whole game on both ends of the floor.
And 16th ranked Marquette hosting Xavier at Fiserv. First half, Marcus Howard, the signature 3, Golden Eagles up 9. Howard with a game-high 26 points. Later, Howard working the other side of the ball too, the steal. He goes up to Sakar Anim on the fast break, the bucket, and 1. Marquette up double digits now. Later, Xavier trying to get something going. Not a lot of bounces going their way today. This one being hobbled around a bit, but it would be Howard ending up with the ball again. Another fast break up to Anim for the exclamation point. 20 points, 7 rebounds for the junior. Steve Wojciechowski and his Golden Eagles aren't slowing down anytime soon, winning their last 9 of 10 games, including this one, 70-52, the final. Eagles and Bears for the NFC matchup of the day to close out wildcard weekend. We pick it up in the fourth quarter. Bears down until Mitchell Trubisky goes to a 22-yard pass to Allen Robinson, the second, 15-10 Chicago. 56 seconds left. Nick Foles to Golden Tate. Eagles in the lead now 16-15. So it all comes down to Cody Parkey to kick the game-winning field goal for the Bears. But Philadelphia iced him, calling the timeout. So let's try again. Parkey, this time he hits the upright and then it bounces off of the crossbar. Believe it or not, this is the 6th time this season that he's hit the upright. That is incredible on its own. Poor guy. Oh, I feel for him. Eagles win 16-15. They'll play the Saints next week. Our next Prep Mania game of the week is Thursday night. There'll be a battle for first place in the Badgers South in boys basketball. Stoughton is at Monona Grove. Will we see another barn burner like we did on Friday? Well, to find out, join Jay Wilson and John Boyle for the game live on channel3000.com. Again, that's Thursday night this week at 7:15. We had the big La Follette East game on Friday with East winning with seconds left in the game. So exciting. Hopefully another exciting one this Thursday.
Hopefully. All right. Thank you so much. We'll be right back. All right, a pretty rainy Monday ahead.
That's what we're looking at right now. It looks like about 3/4 of an inch for us near Madison, with higher numbers northeast up towards Green Bay. Overall temperatures are going to be quite mild, though. We're looking at a high of 50 degrees for Monday. Now, the record is in the upper 50s, so we're not looking at anything record-breaking, but it certainly is going to be well above average for your Monday. The middle of the week will be a little sunnier and a little cooler. Our next big system isn't going to come in until the end of next week, so we have plenty of time to enjoy the sunshine there for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Unfortunately, we don't get sunny and 50, though.
Yeah, not the two of them together.
No.
Yeah. All right, thank you, and thanks for joining us. Have a great night.
Download the new Channel 3000 app and get alerted on your mobile device the minute news breaks. Wherever you go, be the first to know with Channel 3000.